Slippery slopes certainly is what the market is experiencing at the moment. Joining us now with a technical look at the markets, Thomas Nagel, trader at Equinet. And Thomas, it's been quite interesting. The telecom sector in many people's minds has become a defensive place. But what's your take?
Yeah, Guy. Hi, back here from Frankfurt. You know, within this really crazy trading session here, trading week of losses, we have a lot of outperformer, food and beverage sector, chemicals and so on, that was under pressure. But there's only one sector that's still an outperformer, and that's the telecoms. Here you see the relative performance of this index against the S&P 500, and you see the strong buy signal from last October is still alive and still working. And let's switch back to the index itself. What does it mean for the index? You see we have a really 3-year upside trend here, and the index is rising in this upside trend, and that's really fine, that's nice looking. And you see these buy signal from last October started a strong acceleration in the index, but since the index entered this level of 3690, we have a consolidation flagged within the last 6, 7, 8 weeks. But now I think it's time for the next breakout on the upside. The relative performance is going on, and I think the index itself will follow, and so we have a really good chance for the next target, and that's at 416.
Let's pick out some stocks. Telecom Italia.
Yeah, Telecom. Let's start with Telecom Italia. One of the members of this index that was an underperformer of the last years. Of course, we have a downtrend within the last 2 years, and now we are forming something like a second higher low. You can see it, the last low and the second low, and that's a really positive sign from the charts here. And so let's look for the breakout from this downtrend. And if you say the breakout, I think we have a really good buy signal. First target is 2.27, and the next one is 2.45. That's the first one. Let's change to France Telecom. That's the second stock, or the second most important stock of this index. You see that we are inside of an uptrend since July of last year. We tested both lines of this uptrend several times, and the stock price entered its key level of 24.75 some weeks ago. And of course, there's another consolidation flag here for this stock. And so I think we can now wait for the break of this key figure. And if you see a break of this key figure, I think the next target for this stock is at 3.45. Last but not least is a German player. It's called Deutsche Telekom. You see the same picture like in France Telecom. We have an uptrend within or since last July, but there's something different. We break a downtrend of the last 2 years, and that I think is a more important signal than the signal in France Telecom. And so I think last week's consolidation flag here will be more powerful base for a really strong acceleration on the upside. Next target will be here at 16, and best case we will go up to 16.90.
Final question. I know you haven't got a chart for this one, but what about some of the unloved stocks within this sector? I look at British Telecom, and that really has had a tough ride of recent weeks.
Yeah, okay. If we compare it to the strong performer of the sector, I think we have a good chance that we will see an outperformance too. Of course, if the sector is a strong outperformer, I think all members will be an outperformer. But as an investor, of course, you will only play the most outperformer, the strongest equities. And so I think we will go on with this index, but no outperformance against the index so far.
Thomas, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Thomas Nagel joining us from Equinet. Okay, 48 minutes past the hour. These are the headlines. Markets